So, first up on this list, the world champion. This one probably everyone knows, to be honest. The thumbnail is even clear for yourself, all of you guys. Lewis Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton, I think, is going to be the champion of this season just because he has come back for revenge. What happened to him in Abu Dhabi was quite clearly painful for him, and I think he will be the champion of the season. Not I think, but he's gonna be the 2022 World Drivers Champion. He has to get that eighth. He needs to break the records. Not he needs to break the records, but it would be lovely to see him become an 8-time world champion, and this would prove a lot for Mercedes, for his fans, and also for many people around the world. Second place, this one took some time to think about, but I think George Russell. Now, of course, George Russell, I don't expect him to be fighting for the World Championship in 2022, but I do expect him to hold off the likes of Verstappen, Leclerc, Sainz, Norris, and Ricciardo, and many other people. But I'm not expecting him to drop down far, like third place or fourth. Obviously, he's in a fast Mercedes car, I hope, but I think it's going to be a Mercedes 1-2. I miss seeing Mercedes 1 and 2. I don't care what any of you think. Yes, you may call me biased. I'm biased AF. It doesn't matter. But George Russell, I think, will be the second place man in the 2022 season. Third place, this one, I had to decide a number of times. My thoughts, I had to think about this for I don't even know how long, to be honest. But I think Max Verstappen is a contender for third place. The 2021 champion, the reigning world champion, this may seem a bit disrespectful to him and to his fans because we know how much the Max Verstappen fans tend to come across or tend to, clash atoms, even though they don't touch at all, with LH44 fans, and I know this is big, to be honest. But I think for the world champion, this is going to be third place for him because, the Red Bull doesn't look that strong, to be honest, but we can never know. Fourth place and fifth, I'm going to say two at once, Leclerc and Sainz respectively. Leclerc fourth, Sainz fifth. Now, a lot of people are saying Ferrari need to win the Constructors' Championship and the Drivers' Championship. But I don't really think about that, to be honest. I don't think Ferrari will be champions Formula 1 2022. So I think it's better just to accept that maybe Ferrari are not the contenders for this season, but instead the Mercedes are. Ferrari could finish second in the championship. I got no problem with that. But getting a Constructors' Championship, I don't think so. But 6th and 7th, respectively, Norris and Ricciardo. Now, Ricciardo seems to be on the back foot a little bit, especially in the first part of testing. I'm not sure about the second part, how the second part will be, but I think Norris might just do a good job to finish at least 6th, because McLaren, seemed to be losing out to Ferrari a bit more. They were strong and on top of the world in 2020, but 2021, they had their moments. Yes, they did get a race win, a number of podiums as well. Don't get me wrong, but I think 6th and 7th will be best for the two. 8th place is Sebastian Vettel. Now, Sebastian Vettel, of course, has to do something. I'm not sure where he finished last year, probably forgotten or just didn't even know at all. But I think Vettel will finish 8th. The Aston Martin, they're still on the back foot a little bit, but I think Aston Martin are slightly getting there. But we'll have to see about the way things are with Vettel. And then 9th place is a Red Bull driver, Perez, the guy you're waiting to hear. This is going to be a bit controversial because I've ranked Verstappen 3rd, but then Perez 9th. Yeah, it's going to be very controversial, and I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for that. Unless otherwise, I don't really know, but I think Perez will be 9th for me. 10th place will be Lance Stroll. Now, Stroll, yes, tries to improve bit by bit, but the improvement for Stroll, it's a tough one, to be honest, but we'll have to see how things go. 11th place, this might be a bit something else. Pierre Gasly. Now we know how much of a competitive midfield there is in 2022. And Gasly, well, I think 11th place, maybe with a lot of points, should do good for him. But Gasly just doesn't really catch my top 10, to be honest. I think he just has to try for this season. In 12th place, this one will be a bit deniable, it'll be debatable, it will be controversial as well. Valtteri Bottas in the Alfa Romeo. Now, Bottas is at his first season with Alfa Romeo in 2022, and a lot of people saying that car is going to be at the back, probably. But I think Bottas will get at least a 12th place finish in the season. Well, we won't know about that, but we can only hope. We can only hope. 13th place for me, Yuki Tsunoda. Tsunoda, yes, still improving. I mean, he only made his debut last year. We can't expect anything big from him. At least just a podium in the season. That's what I can expect. If a win comes, won't really be surprised, but it could happen. 14th place and 15th. This one may be crucial and debatable / controversial. Fernando Alonso and Esteban Ocon, 14th and 15th respectively. Now, I know these two got podiums last season, but the way the car has been letting down on them, especially in testing in Barcelona, and the way there are rumors saying the Alpine lacks proper reliability, I mean, it could be the main factor in all of this. But controversial, but I think this is where Alpine might finish for this season. They don't look that strong in terms of reliability and performance. Alonso thought performance instead of reliability, so I mostly blame him for that. And then 16th place, a very unexpected one, is Latifi. This one, I just get the hope because I feel like Latifi at least should score more than 3 or 4 points or more than 5 points this season. And Latifi has been in Williams for now 2 years. I expect him to at least finish above 17th. And speaking of 17th place, Mick Schumacher. This one, ho. A lot of people might be asking where on earth this came from. This came from my head, to be honest, because I'm expecting Mick Schumacher to score at least 1 point or 2 or 3 or 4. I don't know. At least he should score a point in Formula One. That's all that will matter to me. 18th place, Alexander Albon. I know I not really put Albon this bottom of the list, but I mean he's been out in F1. He's been out of F1 for a year. Obviously, he wants to take time to get used to these cars. And, well, next season is another season, but we'll have to see. I kind of think this is a wrong prediction. Maybe he could finish higher. 19th place, the rookie, Guan Yu Zhou. I mean, Zhou doesn't really look like he's got into terms with the car or anything. But for a rookie season, I think where he is now should be where a lot of people expect him. 19th probably, I don't know. We can't predict the future, but I'm just predicting this because I love predictions. You guys just don't know. And then 20th, well, whichever Haas driver gets that seat, I probably think 20th because the Haas doesn't look that strong. Whether it's Hülkenberg or Callum Ilott might not really do much. Pietro Fittipaldi, well, we don't know. We don't know about the second Haas driver. Moving on to the teams. This one, I spent time in this one especially. Number 1, of course, Mercedes. Well, they're planning to get redemption after last season. The disappointment, the way they were on the back foot in 2021. They want to get back at their rivals, such as Ferrari, who in my list are second. And Ferrari look kind of strong in testing, but we don't know how they'll be. We don't know if they could deny Mercedes the championship. But I highly doubt that because Mercedes are going to be Constructors' champions this year. McLaren, third. This one is very, very crucial and debatable about how McLaren could be finishing third. I mean, they look strong, to be honest. I don't doubt McLaren. They are one of the best teams in F1 to date, and they haven't lost their mojo. They've actually regained it. They lost it during the times of Honda in the turbo hybrid era from 2015 to 2018 or 17 or whatever. Red Bull fourth. This one, I don't know what to say about this one, but Red Bull, I don't have a good feeling about them this season. So fourth is the best I can predict for the runners-up team for 2021. Fifth place, Aston Martin. Okay, I'm expecting AMR to move a bit higher in 2022, but these are what I think. Aston Martin, I think, will get higher. They could even pass Red Bull. But these are my predictions, so I say they finish fifth ahead of AlphaTauri, who are sixth in this list, who particularly don't look that strong this season, to be honest, the way they started off in Barcelona testing. But that was just a shakedown. I think it doesn't decide much about the season. Seventh is Alpine. Like I've said, Alpine, we're focusing on performance over reliability, and the reliability seems to be poor for the team from Enstone. So we can only hope for good from Alpine, but otherwise it isn't really looking that great for them. And then eighth place, Alfa Romeo. This is where they basically finished last season, but they seem to be coming back up again, but not very quickly. Ninth place, Williams. This may seem like a big insult, to be honest. This sounds like a big diss or an insult or something towards Williams. I don't wish anything bad on them. I'm just hoping that they can at least get a bit higher than where they should be. And then last but not least, Haas, the most cursed team in F1 at the moment. They have got multiple problems after problems. But that was the drivers and teams season predictions for 2022. And if there are any controversial opinions in this one, please let me know so that maybe we can have a discussion about it in the comments or anywhere else. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please remember to smash that like button. Let me know what you thought in the comments about these predictions. And if you want to see more content like this, subscribe to the channel, turn notifications. From me, Octave F1, it's goodbye.